A fuel shortage blamed on the Trump administration has turned filling a tank in Cuba into an ordeal even for a country used to waiting in lines. Around Havana, drivers spend days hunting desperately for gas, calling friends and updating online chat groups with sightings of diesel, regular and higher octane fuel at gas stations. Lines this week have come to stretch for blocks with waits up to 5 hours long. Drivers park and shut off their cars to wait in the shade and chat with friends as cars crawl past pumps far in the distance. Increasingly, gas stations are running out with people still waiting in line. Drivers have started lining up outside empty gas stations in the hope that a truck from the state-run fuel monopoly will come by to fill its pumps. Cuban officials blame a U.S. policy of sanctioning ships that bring petroleum products from Venezuela, Cuba's main ally and source of highly subsidized fuel for 2 decades. Outside observers say the broader cause is Cuba's energy overdependence on a single socialist ally, whose oil industry has gone into free fall. Cuba relies on Venezuela for about 60% of its daily consumption, according to some estimates. Once again, they committed the great strategic error of putting all their eggs in one basket, said George Paynon, an expert on Cuban and Venezuelan energy and economics at the University of Texas. They didn't learn the lesson of the 80s when they depended on the Soviet Union without an insurance policy protecting them from political changes. Whatever the cost, the result is an energy shortage that's crippling Cuba's already slight economy and forcing people to spend much of their week worrying about how to get around. If I don't manage to fill up, now all I have is enough to get home and park my car, said Carl Perez, a 44-year-old restaurant employee. Interminable gas lines are only the most visible sign of a fuel crisis that's led to cutbacks in public transport, public services, and every sort of state-run business in one of the world's last essentially planned economies.